Hello everyone, and welcome to what I hope will be my third YouTube video. I am actually going to attempt painting my nails on camera. I have not done this before, so let's see how it goes. I am going to paint them to match this cute little dress that I have. I'm going to use some Zoya Raven. Focus there. There you go. And I've already prepped my nails and used Glisten and Glow Stuck On Blue base coat. This is the first time I am using it, and I've heard nothing but wonderful reviews, so I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. For the white, I am going to use Sinful Colors white. Depending on whether or not I want to glitterify it, I'm going to use Essie's Luxe Effects on top, and I'm going to use Sally Hansen Insta Dry in Grape Going. So let's get started. Oh, I'm also going to use some acrylic paints for the hand painting. We'll see how that goes. Who knows? Alright. So first off, I'm going to just do the design on my ring finger and my middle finger. So, and because I love purple, I was going to do only black on my pointer and pinky, and I was going to do the pixie dust, but then I thought it would look weird to have texture than non-texture polish. Let me see if I can get that to focus a little bit more. There we go. So I am going to do purple instead. I think black is a little too dark for this time of the year, although it does kind of match my mood. It's raining. I hurt like hell. And I'm tired, and I'm not really sure why I'm up this early. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. The boss left for work, the boss being my husband, and I'm just up. So I'm going to let that dry. And I'm debating whether I should stick with the purple theme or do black on here. I think I'm going to do the black. So let me open that up because I don't think ahead of time, and I should have opened that before the video started. There we go. So what do you guys think of my YouTube videos so far, other than me smacking the camera around and laughing at me like that? Is there anything that you want to see me attempt to do? And I have a big piece of cat fur stuck on my nail. I might very well just upload this without my voice in the background. Maybe I'll add the YouTube music thing that they advertise. I believe that just completely takes out all vocals on it, like your own audio. Remember, when you're polishing your nails, try very hard not to get it on your cuticles. Sometimes it's easier to start it here and then push up a little bit around the corners instead of just slathering it all over. It makes your manicure look much more professional. And always cap the tip. And what that means is that just switch the polish on the edge of your fingers also, and that keeps it nicer longer. I don't think I need a second coat for that, Sally Hansen. Alrighty, so we're going to let those dry. My Sinful Colors I'm very upset about because I did something to it where I wound up getting a little bits of gold glitter in it, and I did buy another white, the Sally Hansen white, and this is like, what do you call that? It's like whiteout, but really, really bad whiteout. It's disgusting. So I'll have to stick with the Sinful Colors, and hopefully if there are little pieces of glitter, you won't see it, since I'm going to be painting little black swirls and purple flowers on it to match my little dress. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. That's better. There's one thing I'm trying to do in my YouTube videos, if you haven't noticed, is I'm trying to have lots of lighting. I'm trying not to ramble on about where I got the products and whether they're on sale and blah, blah, blah. Like, no one cares. You just want what it is and how to do it, right? You know, and I want good lighting. Because there's nothing worse than people doing a tutorial and you can't see a damn thing. And you're like, okay, your hand's in the way, or I can't see what you're doing, and it's so dark. You can't see anything. That's not useful to me. I want to see how you did it, and in a relatively short amount of time. I mean, it's one thing if people talk as they're doing it and multitask, but I hate when there's like a 35-minute intro for like a 4-minute stamping tutorial, and I'm like, really? It just drives me nuts. I like this white because it's so nice and thick, and I really don't need a second coat. I mean, I could, but I kind of... Oop, I'm off camera, sorry. Why'd you guys tell me I was off camera? There we go. Alright. Yeah, especially if you're doing nail art over it, I don't think you really need a second coat. If it was just on its own, I would. But that'll be covered up nicely. So I'm just going to do one hand for the video, because I don't want to bore you guys to death. And I'm doing my right hand because I am predominantly lefty. I can do things with both hands, which is quite helpful. And I have my kindergarten teacher to thank for that, because she was evil. And I used to naturally try to write with my left hand in school. And I went to public school. And she used to rip the pencil out of my hand and stab it into my right hand, oftentimes stabbing my skin. And she used to scream at me and humiliate me in front of the class. So what I did is I wrote with my right hand and did everything with my right hand in school. And then when I got home, I did all my homework with my left hand. She knew, because obviously it's two different writing styles. And she was pretty evil. But in the end, you have to look for the silver lining, and she taught me how to be ambidextrous. So, thanks, Mrs. Shrosky, for being a psycho. What should I do for my thumb? I don't really feel like doing any nail art on my thumb. Although I guess I should, to stick with the theme, huh? Let's see. Some people, when they do their nail art videos, they actually plan out their designs and hand draw them on a piece of paper, and I just kind of sit down with a bunch of colors and I'm like, what strikes me now? Sometimes I'll start a manicure and halfway through I just become so completely uninspired that I don't even want to finish it. But that's just me. I'm a bit ADD, so... Alright. So this dress is a cute little dress. I'll see if I could put a picture up of it, because it's so cute. I wore it for my friend's wedding. And even though I gained some weight, it actually still fits me. So that's exciting. I'm going to try out some video editing software. I know people that have Macs and iPhones use iMovie. I don't have a Mac or an iPhone anymore. I have a Samsung Galaxy S4, which is what I use to record my videos. And it actually comes out better than using my Canon camera. For some reason, the Canon I couldn't figure out the settings on it and nothing was working right. So, here we go. These two probably are dry now, so I'm just going to top coat them so I don't smush them while I'm doing all my nail art. As always, and this is my stupid room deodorizer, sorry. Glisten and Glow HK Girl Top Coat, as always. Especially if you're going to be doing any kind of nail art or stamping. As seen in my previous video, best top coat ever. I'm off camera again. Maybe I need to put like a little X on the spot right here like they do on stage, so you know when you hit your mark and you're on the camera. That'd be pretty funny. Put your nail here. There you go. Don't forget to also cap the edge. I think I did that for the purple one. Cap the edge. And now it's going to be thicker. I'll do another quick coat. Cap the edge. Off camera again. Seriously, big X. That would be helpful. You laugh, but you know what? That would probably help. Alright, this is is kind of dry. I think it's dry enough for me to paint on. If not, I gotta start all over again. Huh? Alright. You know what? I'm going to see if I can pause the video and not stop it. Let it dry a little bit and see if I can come back to it. Okay, and we're back. And hey, look, I wasn't kidding. I made an X on a spot, so laugh all you want. I don't have like a paint mixing palette, so I just use a little bit of tinfoil because it's cheaper. I have some black acrylic paint. I have my very cool brush that I ordered from Instagram, and it's Edinburgh Realism number 9, and it won't focus. No. You can kind of see it. Okay. So what I want to do is, this outfit has these pretty black swirls on it. So I'm going to attempt to draw some pretty swirls, and then it has purple flowers on top of it. So we'll see how that goes. I have a little drop of water on here to thin out the acrylic just a bit, so it's not so goppy. Goppy, is that even a word? I guess it, well, now it is, huh? I could be anything I want to be. Alright, let's see. So let's see how we're going to do this. Maybe we'll do a little bit of... Oh, this brush is fantastic. Oh my god, this is the first time I'm using this brush. And that's pretty cool. Can I focus anymore? Let's see. There we go. Trying to get the lighting right. I have 3 lamps set on here, and it still seems kind of dark to you, doesn't it? And there are daylight bulbs, so they're supposed to be like the better bulbs and all that. And it still seems kind of... That better? Slightly. Okay. I'll figure it out eventually, guys. Alright, let's see what other swirls can I do. Oh, X marks the spot. That's very helpful, actually. You laugh, but you know what? Let's do a big swoop here. I don't know if it's too faint and if you guys can even hear it, but my cat Nala is snoring in the background. And when she snores, it sounds like... Have you ever let the air out of a balloon very, very slowly, and it's just that squee? Yeah, that's what she sounds like. And it's pretty darn funny. How's that? Not too bad, right? I don't want to go crazy with it. Do a little bit more water. Just thin it out a little bit there. This is a beautiful, beautiful brush. I didn't have to trim it or fight with it or anything. Let's see what I can do with this. Can I do it this way? No, I'll stick with... It's easier for me to keep my hands flat so I'm not shaking all over the place. So let's see. We'll do a swoosh here. That one came out a little bit thicker. That's okay. It's catching on those little glitters on in the nail polish. But that's alright, because we're going to put purple flowers over this anyway. Like Bob Ross said, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents, right? You really don't need much pressure at all with this brush. I think I just have to practice using it. I may have to trim that one little piece on the top. So I lied about the no trimming. If you ever watch Robin Moses videos, she always talks about what she calls... Oh no, I broke my X. She talks about what she calls a magic hair on the brush. And it's so true. You try to paint or... you know, whatever you're doing. And there's always this little... I don't know if it'll focus on it. There's a one little hair that sticks out above every other hair. and she calls it the magic hair. And it cracked me up, but it's always there. I'm trying to focus on it so you can see. See that little tiny hair? There it is. And it kind of gets in the way a little bit. So every brush has it, and I didn't think this one did, and it does. So, but that's all right. Okay, so my design is done there. That's kind of what I was going for, a little swirly swirls. So we're gonna set this one down, and oh, I didn't get water to wash it off with. Now for the flowers, I am going to use this brush here, which is also by Edinburgh Realism. It's number 10. And I have some of my purple acrylic here. Let me turn this with these views. I broke my X on the spot again. Okay. This is, I suppose, where all the good editing skills come in, which I haven't learned yet. So you guys just have to bear with me. I did find a program online. I think it's called like Easy Video or something. I looked it up last night, and I was too tired to go to the computer and actually go and download it, but I will try. So this is not like an hour-long video for you, and you guys are like, oh, for the love of God, help us, please help us. I hope this purple shows up on camera, because it's a beautiful, beautiful acrylic paint purple. Nice deep royal purple. Sometimes it's so hard to pick that up. So let's see, what am I going to do? We're going to just do a little flower over here. And I'll go back in and touch that up again, so you can't see the black through it. For now. I'm also going to attempt to use that video editing program to speed it up and do like one of those 15-second Instagram videos that people do and with their iMovie, and see how that goes. I don't know if I could speed this up because it's already over 17 minutes, so give it a shot. Very nice. Alright, a little bit more water, paint is thickening up. Do you hear her snoring? She is so stinking cute. I can't. I always tell her, I was like, you know, you're lucky I let you stay because you're so stinking cute. And she just looks at me like, yep, you know it. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to go back over it again so it's a little more opaque. And we're back. Okay, so I did add a couple more little tiny swirly swirls in there. And yes, swirly swirl is an official word, because I say so. And I want to go back and try to darken up the flowers a bit. I did a similar design to this when I wore the dress. I actually wore this dress to officiate my very first wedding. I am a registered minister, and I did it for 2 of my dear friends, and I wanted nails to match my dress. My hands were recovering from, I was off camera again, wasn't I? Sorry. My hands were recovering from acrylics at the time, and my nails were horrible, absolutely horrible. So it wasn't as nice as this. I mean, it's not great if you look at nail art, nail art online. I mean, this is definitely not the best thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's a start. Definitely have to practice more with the brushes to get that smooth flow going that I do not have the skill to do right now. I'm not going to bother with my thumb. I'll do that later off camera. I think a 22-minute video is long enough for you guys. So that's basically that. I'm going to pause it real quick, let it dry, and we're going to top coat with my trusty HK Girl top coat. Be right back. And we're back, and I decided that I needed to make the flowers pop a little bit, so I have a little bit of white here. I clean my brushes off. And let's see. Sometimes I practice on the paper like that. Little dots. Yeah, that might look good. We'll see. Just to make them pop a little bit more. Am I painting off camera? I am painting off camera. So a little bit of there, just to make them pop. How's that? Compared to that, looks a little bit better. By no means anything expert, but not too bad. Sometimes I get inspired and then I start doing things and I start adding things, and when I'm done I'm like, oh, I should have just left it alone. I don't know if you guys do that or if that's just something I do that drives me absolutely crazy. But there you have it. Alright, I'm going to let that dry, top coat, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, these have dried a little bit, so I am going to show you this top coat. If you haven't watched my very, very first horrible video, and if you've actually stuck through with me painstakingly trying to make these videos, you will know how much I love it, and I will never go back to using any other kind of top coat ever again. I just hand painted all these pretty designs. They're not fantastic, but they're mine. And I don't want to ruin it by putting any other top coat on it, and you top coat and it's all smeared. This will not smear, and they're not even 100% dry, but it doesn't matter because this top coat won't ruin it. The trick is when you put it on, you're not going to press down really hard. You kind of put a gob on and let it glide, and just gently pull it. It dries very, very, very fast. I gave one to a friend recently, and so far I think she loves it. I converted another person. Make sure you get all the edges there. Cap your edges here. Get to the other side. There. No smearing. I'm running low, I need more. What's nice about this top coat is when it does get halfway through, I have the camera focused so I can't, it's zoomed in. Well, I'm about halfway through the bottle, and if you guys have used Seche Vite, when you get halfway through the bottle, it's completely unusable, and then you have to buy like a $7 thing of Seche Restore in order to drip into there and to use the Seche Vite again. I think that's pretty much, that's a racket. This, you can just put a couple drops of nail polish remover in it according to her website, and you're good to go, and it doesn't thicken up like Seche Vite does. There we go. I'm going to show you how I clean up my nails also. And if you've actually stuck with me this far, I thank you for actually watching this, because I don't know about you, I'm bored. There we go. Usually when I do my nails, I have my phone on and I just listen to music or I watch Netflix. Although when I watch Netflix doing my nails, I wind up spending an hour and a half doing my nails instead of just 30 minutes like I intended to. So there we go. Now to do the nail cleanup. This is very important. So you want to have a professional looking manicure, as professional as can be. You have to clean up the edges of your nails. You can't just have all the, the nail polish stuck to your cuticles. When I first started a million years ago, I would post all my pictures so excitedly on Facebook for all my friends, and I'm like, oh, look at my nails, and I had like polish all over my hand, and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, and everyone was so nice to me, and they're like, oh yeah, Annette, it looks great. They're probably thinking, the hell is this girl doing? So, get my handy dandy, I'm going to zoom back out again, my acetone here. Can you see that? I keep saying, can you see that? Like, you can actually answer me. But like I said, I'm very concerned about creating videos where you can actually see what's going on. I'm trying to have good lighting. I'm trying to keep it in focus. So every once in a while I stop and I tap my camera and it goes back on. So this brush is pretty dead. I got it from the dollar store, so I really got my money's worth. And I should probably get a new brush. But what I do is you go along and you clean up the spots that shouldn't be there. I'm going to move this off camera because I keep hitting the lamp with the end of the brush here. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, there we go. And my allergies are killing me, so if I'm sniffing, I'm not doing it just to be annoying. I'm sorry. I already took an allergy pill last night, and it's a 24-hour pill, so you're really not supposed to take another one. But it really hasn't done much of anything for me today. So just very gently go along the sides, get that polish off. Some people don't like to use acetone because it really dries out your skin, but I just do a good cuticle oil treatment after. If I find that my polish has gone on, let me zoom it for you. I'm holding a brush in my teeth, by the way, so sorry about that. There we go. If I find the polish is like all like wonky on the ends there, and it's not like a nice smooth line, you could even go in and go right along here too, to kind of clean up the line a little bit so it looks neater. Sometimes I do, sometimes I won't. Here I'm gonna try it. There, see? Now that little part that was like swished out there, now it's like nice and even. Sometimes I have to like pull your skin back a little bit, especially if you have like, I don't know what you even call it, deep set nails or something. There you go. That one's good to go, and that's just dry skin left over, so we'll clean up this one. I'll try to do it on camera. I'm telling you, that X really works. I actually didn't get any polish on this finger or this finger, so I'm very proud of myself. There we go. And that's it. That is my design. Just going to put some cuticle oil on it, and then I'll show it to you. Alright, so here is my cuticle oil. Right now I am using C&D Solar Oil. I had about this much left on it. And what I decided to do is I was watching videos online on YouTube, and they talked about different ways to make your own cuticle oil. So I added some not almond oil, I wish I had almond oil. I added some extra virgin olive oil to it and a few drops of lavender essential oil. So now it smells fantastic. Eventually, probably next paycheck, I will go and get myself some oils because I would really love to make my own and not spend so much money. Get my giant hands in the way. You know, it'd be helpful. I just went like that. There we go. I'm learning, folks. I'm learning. I am. And there goes the cuckoo clock. I love my cuckoo clock. My hubby got it for me for our anniversary a couple years ago. I am 1/4 German, quarter Irish, half Puerto Rican, and the other parts are just like European mutt. And although I have a Italian first name, Annette, my grandmother named me after Annette Funicello because she loved the Mickey Mouse Club, and I married an Italian man, so I have an Italian last name. I am actually not Italian at all. So that really confuses people, especially because I'm half Puerto Rican, so people say I look Italian. So just rub that all over on there, so it's nice and pretty. And yeah, Kira called me yesterday. I don't know, she was in a foul mood. There we go. Now I have kind of part of a hand done. I didn't do my thumb, and I got to do the other hand. Woohoo! On a side note, look at how nice my cuticles look from doing oil treatments every day. I didn't put any oil on this today. I did last night. Yeah, they're slightly yellow because I always do my nails. But they've gotten so long, and I somehow got paint on me. They're longer than I've been in a very long time, which is very, very happy about. And they don't have those weird peely onion things on them like I used to have. They're in good shape. So here is my first ever hand-painted manicure on YouTube. And I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe. And don't give up. I will get better at this. I'll try not to ramble so much. And follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.